Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy, and I want to talk about the Department of Hollywood. So I believe there's a strong future for Vivek Ramaswamy to do something that no Republican candidate has ever done, and that is call for massive regulation of an industry by the U.S. government. And you're like, Scott, the Republicans aren't for regulation. That's right, we're not, right? But we're in the upside down world. If you ain't been paying attention, things have changed massively. And one of the things that Donald Trump, one of the reasons why we have to unseat him and why he's so far ahead and why he has such incredible control of the Republican Party and has really made the Trump Party, there is no Republican Party there. There's literally just the Trump Party masquerading as the Republican Party, right? And there's this very real need for something to change because just the facts on the ground have massively changed, right? So why on earth should Vivek Ramaswamy, when he wants to destroy multiple departments, spin up the Department of Hollywood? I'm convinced this is a winning strategy to win the 2024 U.S. presidential election. And the reason why is Republicans watch Hollywood, right? We watch Hollywood products. And the reason why is if you want entertainment, there's no good conservative entertainment. It doesn't exist. It's an oxymoron, right? Like, just Hollywood owns entertainment. It's the best in the world. It's not the best in America. It's the best in the world, okay? And not by a little bit, by like light years, right? It's just incredible, right? So here's why Vivek should begin talking immediately about the Department of Hollywood and how he will massively regulate art, American art, right? And the reason why is Hollywood is hacking American political speech. They're doing it constantly in places you would never expect. And they're getting away with it. But I'm going to call them out on it today. Let's get into it. So, fantastic film that I recently saw. I absolutely loved it. I watched it in the theaters. And then I recently watched it on Paramount Plus when it dropped, on that streamer. It's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, right? And so it's the TMNTs, right? It's Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, right? The classic turtles, right? I love them. I love them in every iteration they've ever been made in. But this one was very good, right? But there's a scene where Ice-T is turned into this gigantic mutant creature. He's like literally as big as Godzilla, right? And he has a whale in him, and he has giraffes in him, and he has horses in him, and he's all mixed up, right? And he's huge. He's like literally like 60 feet tall, and he can just he's grabbing cars off the ground, and the TMNTs the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are fighting him in the streets, right, of New York City, right? And so the Ice-T monster, who's called Superfly, which is a very cool name. So Superfly is grabbing these cars and throwing them at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So this is just a scene where a gigantic Godzilla monster is throwing animated cars at animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And there's deep, profound, incredible political speech hidden right in the middle of the film, right? Like, it's right there, right? And so let's talk about it, right? So first, Superfly, 60-foot monster, throws a Mercedes E-Class, right? And Donatello's like, a Mercedes E-Class? Oh no, that's a quality, and he says, oh no, that car is going to be destroyed. It's been picked up. It's going to smash on the ground. Oh no, that's a Mercedes E-Class, right? And he's like, that is German engineering. That is a super dope profile, right? That's a car everybody loves, right? And in America, we do love that car. We deeply love that car, right? Like, we love the Mercedes E-Class, right? It's a cool car. It's a good car. It runs. It's fast. It's stylish. Everybody cares, right? And it's international, and we don't even make it, but we can recognize good quality when we see it. And I don't think anybody in the world makes cars better than the Germans. Like, come on, right? All right. Next, Superfly throws a Toyota Prius, right? And Michelangelo goes, oh, a Toyota Prius, right? And you see it hurtling through the air, and he goes, that's okay. He's like, that car is gonna, smash into a building. It's gonna be destroyed, but it's okay because it's a Toyota Prius. One, everyone hates green energy. Like, that's deep political speech, right? And just to be clear, I had a friend recently went to a concert. Now, it was a Christian concert, and somebody said, and they had to make an announcement over the loudspeaker, and they're like, "Oh, hey, someone's Tesla has their lights on," and everyone booed the person for owning an electric vehicle, right? That's astounding, right? And here, Michelangelo, the Teenage Mutant Ninja, is like, "Oh yeah, Toyota Prius, yeah, that's that's electronic vehicle. Nobody cares about that crap. Nobody wants that, like whatever. Like that's fine, right?" So he's saying it's totally fine to destroy this Toyota Prius because nobody cares, right? Which is deep political speech, right? It talks about obsidian energy, drill, frack, burn coal, obsidian energy. That's the good stuff. That's the stuff that's actually going to power us for hundreds of years, that actually works, that you can actually heat your house with, right? Not unicorn tier, like green energy, which is not real and has never been real, right? Like, it's absurd, right? But Michelangelo is making a political statement in the middle of this film, right? Then you reach the point where finally a Tesla is thrown, right? And then Raphael comes in and says, "Oh no, a Tesla." Someone will be upset about that, right? And he's like, "Oh, well, Tesla is the e-car. Elon Musk made it, and it is the e-car that everybody cares about. If anybody in the world cares about an e-car, no one in the world cares about a Toyota Prius. That's junk, and you can destroy that without anybody being upset, right? But that's a Tesla, right? And there are some people in the world who think that e-cars are cool. So that one person, that hummus eating, hippie, is going to get upset, right? This is deep political speech shoved right in the middle of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film. And this is constant. Hollywood is hacking American political speech, right? So Republicans should acknowledge and say, you've been doing it for 50 years, right? You've been using your movies and your television shows to advance your political agendas. It was cute. Watch this. We're going to own you, right? And Department of Hollywood will be the way that the Republican Party takes over political speech in American entertainment through massive regulation, right? So Republicans do not like regulation of industries, but boy, do they love to own the libs, right? And this would be Vivek Ramaswamy stealing Trump's tactic, owning the libs, right? And we can own the libs in moral, ethical ways. And I think regulation of Hollywood with the Department of Hollywood would be moral, ethical hacking of political speech in America. I think this is definitely a path to victory for Vivek Ramaswamy for 2024 U.S. presidential race. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic, please consider subscribing and have a wonderful millennium.